Hello, hello. I love to do these encouraging and uplifting messages for you, sending you the purest of love and light from God's lips to my ears to your heart. What compliments are you getting behind your backs at this time? So, welcome if it's your first time, returning soul tribers, new soul tribers. Thank you. Thank you so very much. May God continue to richly bless and keep you always. We're blessed, we're highly favored, we're anchored, we're safe, and we are protected. So the first card here that came out, it's the Chariot. It's your willpower. You are driven. It's your determination. For some of you, your balance, your yin to your yang, your masculine energy and your feminine energy. Maybe some of you, you're bikers. You could be, some of you could be, like you consider yourself star seeds as well. Because I see the star earrings here. Some of you could be mystical beings. It's like you're not afraid, you're fearless, because here is like she's on the bike, but in one hand there is like a wand or something. It's like, don't play with it. So for a lot of you, it's your determination to pursue your goals, your willpower, your determination, your focus. Some of you could be in law enforcement too. Compliments you get behind your back. Some of you could have a vehicle that people admire. But when I see the Five of Pentacles behind the Chariot, is like for a lot of you, you've had a lot of setbacks in your life that is like you really should have given up, but you are determined to keep going regardless. So yeah, it's your determination, your strength, and that's awesome. Look, this is us, death. It's like whatever is in the way, you're gonna roll it over them. You're gonna keep moving. So for a lot of you, it's your transformation. It's like you don't have time for it. It's like there's this guy here, for some of you, yeah, it's like it's like you are to be feared. For a lot of you, your people's karma, because here you have this is like respect. This little baby's down here with the flowers, and it's like this man here who with a crown is on the ground is like, yeah, people who probably thought that they were like that, for a lot of you. And then with Heaven's Gate here, it's like, yeah, your people's karma is like you bring justice, judgment is like, yeah, you will come into people's life and just show them up, expose them for exactly who they are. Because like his crown is there, is like, stop lying, you're not living that life, you're not who you are. So you expose people for who they are. It's like when you come in, and then we have, yeah, expose. I didn't even see the sun card here in the back. So yeah, for a lot of you, your abundance, you're blessed, you're happy, this, you have this happy-go-lucky energy. For a lot of you, some of you could really love sunflowers as well. You may love the color red. You're very playful. Yeah, it's like you bring a lot of exposure, and this is right there behind the Death card. It's like you bring a lot of exposure, because it's almost as if this guy is there with his family, and of all of them, he's the one who got run over. So maybe he was living like a double life or something that nobody knew, but it's like you were able to expose this person, bring him down to size kind of thing. And it's like you have this other child here who doesn't even want to look at your face. So for a lot of people, the compliments that you get is like, yes, you're to be feared. Your people fear you, and with the sun, you bring a lot of exposure. It's like good or bad. It's like you will make people happy. But at the same time, if there are things in the background that was hidden, yeah, you will bring truth and clarity to that. I love that. That's good. Yeah, death, your transformation, you know, your rebirth. Wow. Yeah, like a lot of you, you're kind. You know, for some of you, the compliments you get is that, you know, it's like in the beginning, you may give like a small cup. Say, for example, in friendship, you're not gonna go in hot and heavy, putting out everything at once. But it's like you will give a cup, but that cup is a stable offer. You know, it's that slow and steady cup. If you pledge your loyalty to something, you're gonna do it. But again, maybe for some of you in the past, you would just give your whole cup, your whole heart. But now you're going little by little. You know, you're not just gonna go 100% in. You're gonna take it slow. Yeah, temperance at the back here with the temperance. You know, it's about balance. Your balance is like you're only gonna pour in, give to people who are doing the same for you. Some of you, people may consider you to be earth angels as well. I'm telling you, and the tower in the back, that's us again. You know, you bring a lot of exposure. You are the catalyst for change in a lot of people's life. When you go into people's life, like I said before, on this tower here is another crown. So it's like everybody who have this false thing going on, false facade, you know, fooling people like they're living this kind of life or they got it all together and all of this stuff. Is like you go into people's life like a spiritual bait and you just really cause a shake-up in these people's life. And with the 7 of Wands in the back here, you know, yeah, it's like you're protected for a lot of you. You're standing your grounds for a lot of you. You have a lot of boundaries as well. Ooh. You have boundaries. Okay, so 4 of Pentacles. So yeah, people may say that you're holding back. Some of you could be thrifty too. You know, you watch how you spend. Nothing is wrong with that, right? So yeah, so for a lot of you, you know, again, and it could be because of what you've gone through in the past where you would give to people and you lost a lot. So it's like now you're more careful with, you know, with your stability, the people who come into your life as well, you know. Yeah, so that's good. Spirit, what compliments does the soul tribers get behind their back? What compliments do they get behind their back? Queen of Cups. Oh, I mean, it's like a lot of these, they're like, except for the Pentacles so far, but yeah. Queen of Cups, you're still loving. And here we have again in the back, 5 of Pentacles. So, you know, from out of nothing, you would still give. For a lot of you, very generous, very loving. You're intuitive, you're psychic. You're emotionally intelligent too. Because again, the cups in your emotions, you've had a lot of upheavals when it comes to the heart. Confirmation, and yet still you have a cup of love to offer, to give. Yeah. So like I said, with this death here, it just remind me like you could have been in a relationship where somebody, you know, man or woman, whomever, somebody was unfaithful and maybe, you know, something bad happened to expose that connection too. Yeah, but for a lot of you, you've gone through a lot of hard times, you know, where you've been left out in the cold, disappointed by people as well. Yeah, no wonder we start out with the Chariot. You're driven. It's like you learn your lessons from the past. You learn from your past, but at the same time, you're not allowing it to overcome you. Again, 7 of Wands. I'm telling you, with the Knight of Cups, yeah, it's like You're careful the people who you allow in your life, who you give your cup to. You're standing up for yourself. For some of you, you're protecting what is yours and your right. And in the back here, we have the Ace of Swords. So for a lot of you, you're truth speakers, and you give people the truth. If people want the truth, they can come to you. You're very honest. You're a fair person. It could be also the way you communicate. Wow, that's good. I love that. So let's see a few more here. So it says here, they go hard, but God goes harder. So for a lot of you, with the Chariot card here, you're driven, and it's like it doesn't matter. Even if people are coming up against you, they go hard, but God goes harder for you. Yeah. The beauty and the power of forgiveness. I'm telling you. So some of you, you've gone through something that betrayed you. A connection, something could be, like I said, a spouse, a partner. Maybe that person was even not alive, but we saw the Tower card. Something came in that exposed. You could have had a family with this person, and yeah. Because when you look, I don't know if you can see it, but it's like she has her hand up to death, like thank you, and that this child is given, a flower there, so it's like you're respected. You expose a lot of things, and you forgive people, and you still have a cup to offer. You're still loving, still caring, still kind. You're still kind. Yeah, for a lot of you, the compliments you get behind your back is that the wicked stumbled and fell. So for those of you who have, been in situations where people were not nice to you, the compliments you're getting is that your enemies, they stumbled and fell. It's like you're protected. So it's like with these fence, whatever, even if it's God, your angels who protected you, but it's like they tripped and they fell because they probably thought they could just run over to your yard. They could just run upon you. And, it's like God is like, not this time. Things have changed. And yeah, they stumbled and they fell. Maybe whatever they were doing all this time, you could have been kind to a lot of people, giving them your cup. And yeah, it's like God said no more, and you have barriers. For a lot of you, God made a way. He made a way. And we saw the 5 of Pentacles, right? So for a lot of you, a lot of us, hard times, going without, not having much. It's like what was supposed to be there for you, or who was the people who were supposed to be there, they didn't show up. You were left to go it alone, and God, He made a way. So no wonder now with this 4 of Pentacles here, you're cautious, you're careful with what you have and who you give it to. You're protecting it with everything that is within you. The compliments you get behind your back is that the kitchen witch got burned. So for a lot of you, somebody could have been doing something to you and they got burned. It's kind of like the trap backfired on the enemies. And now for a lot of you, it's the best version of yourself. It's like now you're coming back and you're not holding back either. It's like you're putting your best foot forward. That's it. You're now putting your best foot forward. People are seeing the best version. It's like, wow, people are blown away. Like, oh my goodness, they never seen you like this. It's like you're not playing. You're having boundaries. You're standing up for yourself. And it's like, I sense like a don't care attitude here. You've been through a lot. For a lot of you, you've had to do a lot of work. I think for a lot of you, you're earth angels. And so for a lot of you, you were sent into connections and relationship. God sent you in. It's like you're right into people's life to expose certain things. So, and the willpower and to be driven. You've been through a lot. You had to forgive people. Yeah. People were coming after you. They stumbled and they fell. People were doing witch work on you. You were left out in the cold. God made a way for you. Yeah, now it's like your best foot forward. This is the best version of yourself. Yeah. And yeah, it says here they are trying to sabotage you, or they're sabotaging you because they have nothing going on for themselves. So this could be why, so people probably saw that, or they knew that, or they know that it's probably going on now. It's probably going on. But so people are complimenting you, because maybe they have not said it, but they're aware of it, that people were working in the background to sabotage you because they have nothing going on for themselves. Clearly. Clearly. Yep. And then I break the deck in half. It says they did not expect the backfire. Because they always think that, they have the final say. But this is awesome. I love it for you. Keep going. Keep going. Keep glowing. Just keep the fire burning. And yes, you have this sense of awareness of who God is, the power of forgiveness. You're still generous, but you're cautious with who you open your heart to. Giving your cup, giving your time, your energy, your money. And yes, the plans backfire. You know that they go hard, but God goes harder. And so, yeah, it's like you and God, you're the perfect match. I love it. The wicked stumbled and they fell. Isn't that awesome? Yeah, so even if somebody was coming towards you to give you a false cup, that they love you. Yeah, you have boundaries, and yeah, God tripped them up. Something happened on their way. The horse fell down, the tire blew out, something detour, and yeah, God protected you. So I love it. I love it for you. I love it for us. Until next time, take care and be blessed.